hit the X at the top.
Okay.
What's that first comment say? First one here, I think. Who was that? Dang, how do you see the comments?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Hold on 1 second.
Live chat. Click.
Chance Harris?
Yeah, click on his comment.
Okay.
Oh, no. That's wrong.
That's not
ain't
it.
Dang, how do we see the comments? I seen where he...
I'm going to have to do my best.
Oh, no. What's
Uh-huh.
that button down on the right?
Button down on the right.
Yeah, that one.
That's probably like settings or something.
I'll try it.
Sorry, we're a hot mess.
Go back to the comment thing. Move your hands, I can see. Top chat, live chat. All right, well, I can see. It says first one here. Yes, you are.
No, I don't want to do that.
All right, well, you can kind of see. Oh, I can. Hey, okay, we got some comments coming in. All right, cool. What's going on, everybody? First live video. Can everybody hear me all right? Maybe. No comments?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Figured we'll give everybody a minute or two to get in here. I know Friday at 7 is probably not the most ideal time for most people. Bear with me. Learning here. So we might try a little bit different time if this one isn't good for people. But what do we want to talk about for the time being? Anybody got any questions? Story time of any sort? No, they're tired of hearing me. They hear me enough.
I'm just going to have to try to read this off in a quick
just
amount
read
of
it.
time.
Yeah, read it. What are they saying?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of course not. They're already tired of listening to me.
Me too.
I feel like we need some of that elevator background music.
Someone asked, how's the progress on JP's truck coming along?
Ooh, good question. So JP's truck over there, you can show them a little bit. We are waiting on a motor for that. We've been waiting on a motor for it for a hot minute. Kind of figuring out what direction that we wanted to go. We didn't necessarily want to just jump into anything. So we've kind of just been taking some time off with it to figure out what's the best move and what makes the most sense for both JP and I. With JP living in California and me living in Kentucky, it makes things hard for us. So trying to decide on a combination that is the easiest for both of us to run with the least amount of maintenance. With that being said, we have something in the works. Freedom is finishing that up hopefully here soon. And so I would imagine that we'll be getting to that thing at some point this year.
And somebody else asked, what's your favorite video you've done so far? And sorry, the comments kind of like come up and go away, and I am not tech savvy enough to find them without ending this chat.
We'll work on it for next time.
Yeah.
Best video, my favorite video that I have done. Probably from just like a view standpoint, the Nitrous video, because I feel like a lot of people found that one helpful. It's kind of cringeworthy for me now to go back and watch, just because that was back when I was doing it on a phone. But that's probably my favorite, because that probably helped the most people out. How many people are in there right now?
We got 10.
Oh, we got tens of watchers.
At 7 o'clock.
Tens of viewers at 7 o'clock. That's pretty good. That's what? 0.1%. I don't know.
What is the best money you've spent on your truck? Ooh. And then Tommy Taylor said we need another Skyline chili lunch together soon, too.
Oh, of course. Always. Best money spent. Who asked that question?
I can't see it now. I'm sorry.
I'll
And then
I
got another one. It said, what is... Oh, man, the comment went away. I'm sorry.
Okay, so best money I ever spent on my truck. Man, I'm not prepared for this question. Honestly, going with the 12 valve for me. Not having to rely on a tuner and buying like nice quality 12 valve parts is probably the best money that I spent. Just getting a good reliable setup that I can tune and handle on my own.
And I believe the one question was that I read that went away. It was, who is your favorite driver?
Like ever?
I don't.
Like in diesel or in anything?
I don't know if it was specific enough. We'll see if it.
Because there's like lots of different answers for that. I mean, we could go answer by category if you want to know that. Uh, we'll just say diesel. Favorite ever, Seth Sullivan, 100%. That's the truck that got me into diesel stuff. I really like Seth. He was a super down to earth person. He was a bad man. He was hard to beat. So definitely gonna go with Seth in the diesel world. Did they even pop up and ask? In the gas world, probably Don Garlitz, just because he was so ahead of his time, and he was in that early days when it wasn't about money, when it was about who had the brain power and the resources to make parts and think outside the box.
And the question was, what is your favorite truck / driver?
Oh, favorite truck.
/ driver.
/ driver. Yeah, the Grinch, Seth
Yeah.
Sullivan. Yep. We owned that truck for a small amount of time. Didn't really have much success with it. It was during a learning stage of my life. I wish we could have been able to keep that truck, but had to pick one, and the Fossil's my first love, so it stayed over the Grinch.
Okay. Steven asks, what is the most important thing to do when building a builder?
Building a builder?
Mm-hmm. Like a roller, potentially, maybe.
Like when you're building your truck? Make it as light as you can possibly make it. If you have, let's just talk numbers here. If you have 50 grand to spend 25,000 of that on making the chassis as light as you can. Of course, you could do it cheaper than that, but just saying, spend half of your money making the chassis as light as you can, and then divvy up the rest of it with a good transmission, some decent electronics, and then whatever's left over for a motor, because light is fast and light is easy on parts.
Okay. Thomas asked, what is your opinion on manual transmissions?
Oh man, I'm not a hater. They're just not my thing. I can understand why people like them, and I see where they have their place, but it's not anything that I've ever really dove into, and had too many issues when we were young with the MV4500 stuff to ever want to mess with those things, but I understand why people like them.
Steven asked if you could do a walk around on the truck.
Oh yeah. Hey, no, we'll do that. I thought about making a video just about the truck, if that's anything that anybody'd be interested in, like nut and bolt, going over the whole thing, showing you guys exactly what it is, but I don't think now is necessarily the perfect time for that.
Somebody asked, did you ever get into sled pulling or other diesel related stuff, or you've always been a drag racer? Racer.
Always been a drag racer. I'm technically a third generation drag racer. My grandpa drag raced. My parents actually met at the racetrack. That's just drag racing's in my blood. When I was a kid, I did go watch a lot of sled pulling when we were in high school, just because where we're from, there's a ton of pools in the summer. So I definitely went and watched, and I find it interesting, but never anything that I really have any interest in getting into.
Okay. Going back, because I figured out how to see the older comments, so give me 1 second. Let's see. I think we got all the questions. Let me scroll back down to the bottom. I think that's it for questions.
Right now?
We have 9.
All right, well, we lost one. Sorry.
They had to go eat. It's all right.
All right, we'll jump into it. This is how it's going to work. Real super simple, but it's actually really fun. The speed shop that I used to work at when I was a kid, they would do their giveaways at their open house every year like this, and it's a lot more fun than just drawing one name and then that being the winner. So I've got all of your guys' names here stacked up, and I'm going to put all these in the box here, and I'm going to shake it up, and the first name I draw out is the first loser. And I will continue to draw names, and that will eliminate people until we get to the very last name. The very last name that I pull out of this will win the nitrous bottle. So for the first loser, though, the first name I pull out, I'm going to give away a hoodie for that. And then at some point during this, I'm also going to do give away a hat as well. So we'll jump into it. I'm going to read off all of your guys' names so that way you know that you got entered into this before we start. And these are your YouTube names. So the Road Cone, and some of these I really like. Colby Hardy, and if I butcher your guys' name, I'm sorry. I'm bad with reading. Buck Wild Motorsports. Shady Shates. There's an 8 there, so I think it's Shates. Pitts Motorsports. Tommy Taylor, Mr. Skyline. Brandon Delac. It's all caps. Old Red 82. Johnny Electrician. Just putting it out there, man. He's an electrician. His name's Johnny. Johnny Trans. This is my favorite name on there. Reminds me of the first Fast and Furious. Compression Connection. Mr. Tyler. Clint, buddy, I'm going to butcher your last name, and I feel terrible because you're a customer. Clint Umflet. I hope that's right. Blaine Devy. Kevin Kramer. Boosted Diesel. Slow AF 12 valve, can relate. Chance Harris. See, there is an N there, Chance. You just can barely see it because of my chicken scratch. D is for Diesel. DFB 1990. R. Whitlock. Richard Patterson. Andy Brandner. Charles Newman. Stephen Wilson. Eric Hollifield. Severed Chad, Mr. West Coast guy out there. M.E. Me. There's a space between there, so I'm guessing it's M.E. Mike Kriegel. Tristan DeVries. Hopefully one of those. Bear Strength. Nice. Dean Clark. Ty Owens. Jackson Devon. Blake Maxwell. Alan Steyer. DSD Boys. We're almost at the end here. Boost Hunter Garage. Oh, of course, save the worst for last. Marcus Luco. I hope that's right. Luco. Two U's, 2 K's. All right, so that's 38. 38 of you guys were entered into this deal. So I'm going to shake this up, and then first person I draw out, send me an email to info@getloganbuilt.com. I'm also going to put your name aside here in case this video just disappears or something, so I know to send these to. But first name, you're getting a hoodie. So let's shake this up and get started. I don't want to be accused of cheating. All right, here we go. Oh man, Marcus Luco. All right, well, you're the first loser, but you're a winner. You're gonna get a Logan Built hoodie. Let me know what size you need. Shoot me an email, info@getloganbuilt.com, and with your shipping information, and I'll get that deal out there to you. Make sure these are good mixed up.
Sorry, I'm about to drop this phone. Hold on. There we go.
Pitts Motorsports. Oh man, we can't be pulling out several of those. That ain't how that works. Sorry guys, I'm new to this. Should have like folded them up or something. Compression Connection. Sorry, Tyler.
While you're pulling names out, so Chance said, I would love a truck breakdown video, even include why you chose certain parts over other certain parts. Baby Newman said, start that rig up.
Johnny Trends, my man, dang it.
Mr. Newman said, if my name doesn't get drawn, you're buying the first round of rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
Slow AF 12 valve.
Someone else said, second the idea of a truck breakdown video.
Oh, Tommy, you're out, buddy. Skyline's on me next time. Yeah, we can definitely do a truck breakdown video. That's something that I've wanted to do. I just haven't really known who would be interested in it. Andy Brandner.
Someone else said, also, you should consider a question and answer video sometime if you can pull up some good questions.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Old Red 82.
Chance said, me and Chad both in here from the West Coast.
Nice, where at, Chance? DSD boys.
DFB 1990 asked, what is your favorite half torque wrench?
My favorite half-inch torque wrench?
Yep.
The one my father-in-law gave me. I didn't have to pay for it. I think it's a KB tool or something. It's like not a really nice one, but it's a nice one, if that makes sense. Clint Umflett.
And they're from Sacramento,
Oh,
California.
nice, Sacramento. She makes fun of me when I call it Sac because I'm not.
He's not from there, so he can't call it that.
They got in and out. We don't.
They do.
Dean Clark.
And I know you asked what the other truck, the other little black regular cab truck's been up to. We just pulled it out of the trailer because we stored it there over the winter time, and it's literally just sitting outside.
Buck Wild Motorsports. I mean, we've been driving it.
A little bit. It's still been kind of snowy here, so.
All right, next one. Next one's getting a hat. Alan Steyer, you are the winner of a hat, sir. So shoot me an email to info@getloganbuilt.com and let me know what you're shipping at.
Chance said we talked about the SAC debate at UCC.
Oh, did we? Hey, my bad. My memory's terrible. UCC, that was almost a year ago. Unless he wasn't talking about it with me. Boosted Diesel. Oh, Severed Chad. One West Coaster gone. This is probably very anticlimactic.
It is.
R. Whitlock. At least everybody gets to have their name said, though.
That's true.
Eric Hollifield. We're getting close to probably about 3/4. 3/4. D is for Diesel. Richard Patterson. The worst part is I'm not going to know when it's the last one. So it's going to be like, oh, who's next? Hey, you won! Blake Maxwell. Ty Owens. Stephen Wilson. Feel like a teacher. Present. Charles Newman. Boost Hunter Garage. Blaine Devine. Colby Hardy. I'm thinking the country song.
Sounds like it.
DFB 1990. Brandon Delac. Man, we're getting pretty close to the end here. Tristan DeVries. DeRose. Johnny Electrician. The Road Cone. I like that one. Kevin Kramer. We're definitely getting close to the end. Next time I'll do like ping pong balls or something. We'll Easter crab. Emmy.
Knowing you, if you did ping pong balls, they'd be all over the floor. Yeah.
Jackson Devon. Alright, I think we only got like 3 more left in here. Chance Harris. Almost made it. Mike Kriegel. This might be the last one. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but this might be the last one. Shady Sates. Oh, there's one more. There's one more. Let me just make sure there's one and not 2. Yep, this is it. The winner of the nitrous bottle is Bear Strength. So, Bear Strength, not only do you have a cool YouTube name, but you also now have a cool nitrous bottle. So, once again, shoot me an email to info@getloganbuilt.com. Thanks for playing, guys. Hopefully that wasn't as terribly, painfully boring as it seemed like it was. But thanks for giving me, guys, your feedback on what videos you like. It definitely will help me moving forward, making sure I get the content that you guys want out there. I have lots of things that I think about all the time that I want to make videos about, but it's hard for me to gauge what exactly you guys want. So that was definitely super helpful. Is there any comments?
We got one last one. It says, what is the most used tool in your toolbox?
The most
In Milwaukee?
used tool in my toolbox. Metaphorically or physically? I'm going to say physically. In my toolbox, my most used tool. Like that's kind of like a trick question because it's like, is it at the racetrack the tool that I use the most, or here at the shop?
Alan said your brain or his brain.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Which sometimes overheats.
It does often.
Yeah, that was metaphorically going to be my answer. Tool-wise, I would have to say, for me personally, probably AN wrenches when I'm at the track because I have to change nitrous bottles. It's also how I drain my air to water. So probably my AN wrench set, which I just have a King Speed set. So they're pretty cheap and they work perfectly good. So check those things out if you guys are looking for AN wrench set.
And they're really nice.
Yeah. Is that it?
I think so.
Any last questions?
I'm waiting, seeing.
Yeah. If you guys want me to do a live Q&A, let me know. This video will post after this, and if you watch this and you want me to do a live Q&A, drop some questions in the comments on this video, and maybe next week, like Thursday or something, we'll do a live video. That'd be cool.
All right.
That was like it's it?
I think so. We'll call it.
We're calling it. We're going to Texas Roadhouse. Thank you, guys. Get with me on this if you guys are winners. I got your names here. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.